YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be going over why the Washington Redskins got the best offensive coordinator in Scott Turner. We did a video similar to this on Jack Del Rio, why the Washington Redskins got the best defensive coordinator. So if you guys haven't checked that video out, make sure you guys go down below, click the link in the description to take you right to that video. And before we get into today's video, I just want to talk to you guys and say that I'm done showing videos. And when I do these kind of videos, you know how when I'm not showing my face, I'm doing a voiceover. I'm done showing video in the background because I've been receiving a lot of copyright claim for the videos from the NFL and other channels. So I'm done with showing video while I do these kind of videos. I will be showing pictures because I want to keep you guys entertained. I know my voice keeps you guys entertained, but I want you to guys to watch something along while listening to my voice. That's why I had the videos in the background, and I didn't think it was such a big deal, but I've been receiving a lot of copyright claims from them. So now when I do these kind of videos, I'll have pictures and photographs to keep you guys entertained, because I don't want to have you guys just bored listening to my voice. I mean, unless you like to listen to my voice. Other than that, I don't want to have you guys bored. You know what I mean? I want to keep you guys as entertained as possible. That's why I did the videos. But since I can't do the videos anymore because I've been getting copyright claims, I'll try to have pictures and stuff in the background to keep you guys entertained. So with that out the way, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Redskins. And let's get straight into today's video.
What we do here is go back.
So with every person we do here, we got to give you some sort of background information on them. So Scott Michael Turner, born August 7th, 1982, is an American football coach who is the offensive coordinator for the Washington Redskins of the National Football League. He previously was the assistant coach for the Minnesota Vikings, Cleveland Browns, and Carolina Panthers. Turner is the son of former NFL head coach and Washington head coach Norv Turner. Scott Turner kicked off his coaching career in 2005, where he was the Oregon State Beavers graduate assistant. Then he moved to South County High School 2006-2007 of being the head coach. Pittsburgh Panthers from 2008 to 2009, he was the offensive assistant. Pittsburgh Panthers 2010, he became the wide receivers coach. Carolina Panthers from 2011 to 2012, he was the offensive quality control coach. And then in 2013, he became the Cleveland Browns wide receiver coach. And then in 2014 to 2016, he was the quarterbacks coach for the Minnesota Vikings. In 2017, he moved back to college football and became the offensive analyst for the Michigan Wolverines. Carolina Panthers 2008 to 2019, he was the quarterbacks coach, and now from 2020 to present, he is the offensive coordinator of or should I say our Washington Redskins. Let's talk about Scott Turner's early life. Turner spent some of his childhood in Coppell, Texas, while his father, Norv Turner, was the offensive coordinator for a Dallas Cowboys team that won 2 Super Bowls. This sparked Turner's passion and interest for becoming a football coach. The Turner family later moved to Northern Virginia when his dad became the head coach for the Washington Redskins from 1994 to 2000. While in Virginia, Turner played quarterback at Oakton High School and was a standout player. Well, Turner was a standout player in high school, right? So that only meant that he went to college. Yes, he did. He went to college at UNLV. Turner did not start a game at UNLV, and he completed his college career with 5 completions and 5 games. So maybe he thought, you know what, football maybe isn't for me, so let me go try being a coach. Since my dad is a coach, and I'm pretty sure I've been around him all my life, so I know a little something about the game. So that's exactly what Scott Turner did. Scott Turner started his coaching career at the high school level in 2005. Now let's talk about what Scott Turner brings to the Washington Redskins. Now, of course, this is his first time ever being an offensive coordinator. Of course, he chipped in back then with his dad, but his dad was obviously the offensive coordinator. But this time, he'll be running the show all by himself. So the scheme, if you were wondering what Scott Turner is going to be running, of course we already know what it is, and we've been talking about it all this time, is the Air Coryell offense. But some people that aren't that deep into football may not know what the Air Coryell offense is and doesn't know the history of the Air Coryell offense. What is Air Coryell? In American football, Air Coryell is the offensive scheme and philosophy developed by former San Diego Chargers head coach Don Coryell. The offensive philosophy has been also called the Coryell offense or the vertical vertical offense. With Dan Fouts at quarterback, the San Diego Chargers offense was among the greatest passing offense in National Football League history. The Chargers led the league in passing yards and NFL record 6 consecutive years from 1978 to 1983, and again in 1985. They also led the league in total yards and offense from 1978 to 1983, and 1985 as also. Dan Fouts, Charlie Joner, and Kellen Winslow would later all be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame from those Chargers teams. Coryell set the league on its ear. With the passing offense after moving up from college ranks, he won 2 consecutive division titles, 1974-1975, with the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals offense emphasized the pass while run the standard pro set. Coryell moved to the Chargers and reached the playoffs in 4 consecutive seasons, including 3 straight division titles from 1979 to 1982. The Chargers in 1979 were the first AFC Western Division champions to run more passing plays, 541 to be exact, then rushing plays, 481 to be exact. Coryell's Chargers team led the league in passing in 7 of the 8 years. The Pro Football Hall of Fame called the Chargers offense under Coryell one of the most explosive and exciting offenses that ever set foot on the NFL field. Coryell is the first coach ever to win more than 100 games at both the collegiate and professional level. Coryell's offense involved changed into the entire nature of the leagues, from a run-first league to a pass-first one. Today, most NFL offenses' passing games are at least partially based off the Coryell's convention. At least for the Washington Redskins, their whole offense is going to be based off the Air Coryell's offense. Now let's look at the Air Coryell's offense attributions. The Coryell offense is based off the Cy Gilman's offense that requires the defense to defend the entire field. The passing game was based off of timing, rhythm, and coaching. The system required a lot of repetition, so we know that this wasn't built overnight. We know that it actually took some time to, write this down and fix up this scheme. It's nothing that you can learn overnight. So that goes for Dwayne Haskins and the whole entire offense. They have to have their nose in the book. Something early often in Dwayne Haskins' rookie campaign where he didn't do at all. Well, it seemed like to the public that he didn't do at all, because Adrian Peterson, the GOAT Adrian Peterson, had to tell Dwayne Haskins last year to get in the book. Put his nose in the book and learn the offense. Now that, like I said, this offense requires a lot of repetition. Coryell expanded on those principles by putting receivers in motions with new defensive rules limiting contact near the line of scrimmage. Receivers in motion would be virtually impossible to jam Coryell's offense. Coryell not only placed wide receivers in motion, he did so with tight ends and running backs as well. Putting the players in motion also had the advantage of allowing the quarterback to determine pre-snap and defenses also. Defense would be playing zone or man-to-man defense. It was easy to read the coverage before snap, then afterwards due to pass rush. It is also harder for defenses to cover if he has to change direction with the receivers instead of squaring up and getting set before play. Now this left defenders lost. This left defenders in the wrong position. The offense did not have to have any set receivers, so that means the receivers could have been lined up anywhere on any given passing play. Passes were thrown to a spot before the receivers even got there, allowing defenders no hint where the pass was being targeted. Each receiver had 2 or 3 different route options that they could adjust depending on the coverage during the play. Throwing a deep pass was always the first option on each play. Coryell offense had more progression than Gilman's, with a backup option for screens or underneath routes. Now let me tell you how this applies to our Washington Redskins. We're going to be so successful in the Air Coryell offense because we have everything that the Air Coryell offense provides or needs to be successful on this team. First, you need a strong arm quarterback. Who was the strong arm quarterback on this team? Dwayne Haskins. What is his strong suit? Throwing the ball deep. It's like we're building an offense around Dwayne Haskins, just like similar to the Lamar Jackson, how the Ravens built the offense around him. What is Lamar Jackson's strong suit? Running. What did the Ravens do? They built an offense around him running. And what is the Washington Redskins doing? They're building an offense around Dwayne Haskins throwing the ball. What is the Air Coryell offense? I just told you guys. Air Coryell offense is a vertical passing offense, and every first play was always a deep route. That is per Don Coryell, the person that made this offensive scheme and philosophy. So what are we doing? We're building an offense around Dwayne Haskins that's going to fit him in the long run. Like I said, one more time. What is his strong suit? throwing the ball deep. What is the Air Coryell offense? Slinging the rock, throwing the ball deep. So I love what Scott Turner is doing here, man. He's letting Dwayne Haskins, without him coming out and saying it, he's letting Dwayne Haskins throw that rock, man. Throw that thing. He never got his chance to throw that thing. When he did in college in Ohio State, where he threw 50 touchdowns in 1 year, you seen how good he was. Last year he didn't get his chance with Gruden. Then when he finally got his chance with Callahan was sadly a run heavy coach, so he didn't really get to sling that thing how he can. Now he can sling that rock how he can this year. You know what I mean? That is basically what the offense is this year. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see what we have in store for Dwayne Haskins and this young offense. Now I know all the guys that loves the ground and pound and the running game and all that. You're probably like, wait, what about Darius guys, Adrian Peterson and all the backs? We have a specific scheme for the backs. When you're running the Air Coryell offense, you're running a power run offense. So Adrian Peterson, Darius guys are still going to get their fair shares of carry, but it's going to be more of a passing offense, and that's what we need in this day and age, because this year's or today's NFL is more of a passing league that's going to require a lot of great talent around Dwayne Haskins. Urban Meyer said it himself. He says you surround Dwayne with elite talent and he'll get the best out of him. What did he have at Ohio State? He had elite talent around him last year, or in Ohio State. What did he have last year? Nothing but Terry McLaurin. When you surround him with talent, you get the best out of him, and that's what we're doing, and that's what is going to happen in 2020. I would be happy if we go 6-10 in 2020, but I feel as though we're going to wake the NFL up, and guys are going to stop sleeping on the Washington Redskins. The Redskins are moving on to a new regime, and they are building finally an offense around their set quarterback. Now, let me give you guys one example, then I'm going to get out of here. 2012, who was our quarterback? RG3, of course. What did the Washington Redskins and Kyle Shanahan do? They built an offense around RG3's abilities. What was his ability? Running the rock, running the ball, using his legs to create space and score touchdowns. So what did the Washington Redskins do? They made the pistol offense strictly for Robert Griffin III. Now, I'm not saying they were the creators of the pistol formation, but they did the pistol formation for Robert Griffin III. That was his strong suit. And what happened? Last time I checked, the Washington Redskins went 10-6 that year and made it to the playoffs. If RG3 didn't get hurt, we would have beat Seattle in the first round of the playoffs, right or wrong. Started off the game 14-0. Okay, then that's what I thought. What is the Washington Redskins doing this year? They're building an offense around Dwayne Haskins' strong suit. His strong suit is throwing the ball down the field, something that he didn't get to do last year. So without further ado, it's me, your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hell to the Redskins. Turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Redskins. Once again, I believe Scott Turner will be one, if not the one of the best offensive coordinators that the Washington Redskins have had in a while. I still believe Kyle Shanahan is probably the best in my time. Now let me know who you guys think down below as always. It's me, your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hell to the Redskins. I'm out. Peace.